Well, that's fancy.
Yeah. Let's see. So I got your listings from this.
Oh, yes, my styloid. I see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've been in a bad car accident, huh?
No.
It wasn't a bad car accident. What tore up your neck like this? There's calcium deposits here, like arthritis, as if you've been whiplashed or really. Look at all this stalactites and stalagmites. This one too.
So, years ago, somebody told me jump, and I jumped, and they didn't catch me, and I did fall backwards with my head on the concrete.
Oh, okay.
And I got dizzy, and I felt I was passing out, and I felt maybe I had a concussion then. I'm not sure. You think I did?
Well, you might have had a concussion. Your neck showed that it got, really torn up in there. So you see arthritic changes, spur formation, and here are, which is a calcification of the joint capsule, as if it's trying to stabilize itself.
Oh, this is first time hearing that.
Yeah. So let's look at now this is a cone beam, so it's not the highest quality resolution, but it's pretty good. You can see this one. So this one here looks beautiful. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. This is what normal looks like. Yeah. And then we look over here.
We did have a mild car accident when I was freshly postpartum with my first child.
Mm-hmm.
And I got really scared. And my husband said that I exaggerated, that it was not an accident because it was 2 cars back. So there was a truck hitting a car in front, and that car was behind us, and then that car kind of pushed us, and my head did hit back to the headrest of the seat.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was so stressed at the time that I just left the car, and then within a few days I did get to hospital, and I was in thyroid storm. So that was now over 6 years ago.
Right. Well, these joint capsules are beat up and injured as if they were. Well, there's a saying: "Rode hard and put up wet." It was injured and then ignored.
Yeah. So it would not happen just from me having hypermobility?
Just hypermobility. Now, EDS. You have EDS.
Hauser said likely, but nobody's ever diagnosed me. So,
Right, so
I've gone mostly through medical gaslighting, as in I made it all up in my head.
All right. So yeah, you could have a connective tissue disorder that would do this all by itself.
Okay.
To where you're prone to neck injury, and those. So
I've been diagnosed with hypermobility, and Hauser said likely EDS in childhood, which I know it's a lifelong condition, but nobody wants to diagnose it because there's no testing for it.
Right. So I'm seeing functionally that the joint capsule has been beat up as if you were in a bad whiplash or something, and the ligaments had a hard time healing up. So the good news is you live in a day and age where they can put PRP in there. You can do Prolo.
Yeah.
You can get all this stuff kind of really treated, and I mean
and this area has always been cracking and moving, and I hear sounds there. Not recently, and not in pregnancy. Well, I do hear little clicks here and there. Why I'm getting adjustment now is because I have hypothyroid labs. So I'm told to go to endocrinologist and get on medication, which I can do and will, but I just want to make sure that it's not neck induced again.
Right, because you can have your pituitary messed up.
Right, the communication
from the neck.
Yes. And when I speak of this in groups, people laugh at me. They say, "Oh, whoever tries to tell you that it's from the neck is trying to sell you something."
Our endocrinologist downstairs can tell you that.
Right.
Our endocrinologist sees that with bad neck injuries, and you can have neck injuries, brain injuries.
Oh, you have an endocrinologist here too?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's worth for me to transfer, because the ones I go to are, they don't understand what I'm talking about.
Right. No, he understands. He's old, and I mean, he's really old.
Yeah.
Really old guy, but he's really, really good.
Okay.
I mean, I mean, he's on a walker and everything, but he gets in here.
That's good. Because my goal is to get on the meds this week. I have appointment with like a regular endo lady. As my TSH is 3.87, if you're familiar with the ranges.
I am not.
So basically, I'm hypo, and and I thought I need
All right.
adjustment checkup. As these original X-rays, I think my neck lordosis was improved after initial adjustment there, and I did 2 rounds of Prolo, and then I did an adjustment with you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been I think since this flash drive, it's over a year already.
Oh yeah, the date of this.
Because this is from, I think, August.
Yeah, 8/22. Almost a year.
Yeah. It is great to hear validation that it's not psychiatric, because
No, the pituitary gets messed up and with some of the bad injuries. And since it's a connective tissue disorder, you can have a little bit of. It doesn't take much of an injury. Little injuries act like bigger injuries with you.
I love this art. It's not even art, I understand, because it's people, but it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are real scans, right?
Oh, these are real scans. These are people.
Yeah.
There's a story with every one of them.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Here, this is a beautiful one where the atlas is sitting on top of C2 on the right, and the jugular is nice and open. And then you look on the other side, you can see one sliding off the front of C2 and digging into, and she responds real well. She's been in her neurointerventional radiologist. They thought she had an aneurysm. He still monitors her, but she gets a great adjustment. She gets great relief when we open that up.
And I now recently